All right, so Sydelia.
Yes, ma'am.
First, I just want to congratulate you on an amazing performance tonight. You were amazing. Like, since we met you, you've been powerhouse. You were in our top 8 for a reason. And you just came here. You just came to this country, right?
It's been a year and a half.
And already you are like, you have your own show.
That's true.
On IG.
I do. And
so maybe you can tell us like what you're working on right now, personally and professionally.
What am I not working on?
Yeah.
You know?
So I'll let you tell us.
Right? Okay, sis. First of all, I want to just thank you guys so much for this opportunity. R.I.S E is becoming family. Okay, where I literally cannot breathe without R.I.S E, right? My talk show, as you were speaking of earlier, the Sydellia Ndiaye show, every Tuesday from 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, where I interview different guests. I have all kinds of guests, from psychologists to artists to financiers, musicians, poets. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to highlight talent globally, especially black talent. I don't only have black individuals on the show, but if they're a specialist on something, I'll bring them on, right? But it is geared toward, they are black allies.
Amazing.
So I have the talk show. I'm also, people don't know my daytime job. Okay, I didn't want to tell y'all now.
Oh, you got a daytime job? Tell me, please.
I am a television and film producer.
Amazing.
Yes. So I am, I'm currently working on a couple of projects, a couple of film projects, one of which I am line producing and first ADing, that you guys should be on the lookout for.
Yes, I can't wait.
Because I think it's going to be, I don't know if I can officially say it, not officially say it, I got to talk to Randall, but maybe something could happen with a collaboration. We don't know, but y'all better be on the lookout, okay?
Okay.
And obviously, the spoken word side. So you got 3 categories, right? So the spoken word.
Entendre.
Yes,
Trifecta.
So the spoken word element, I have my Wildflower release. I have a track that I collaborated on with producers in Russia.
Amazing.
Juani Bravo and Housetronics.
Okay.
And we just got signed. The track itself got signed by a record label called Kickball Records. They are in Germany, and it is the biggest house record label kind of out there right now.
Right.
And we've only released one day, and we're already at like top 100. We're 88.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
So, and I have some other collabs going on with local artists that I can't talk about right now, but they're going to be coming really soon.
Poet with wings. Wings wide enough to bring hope. As a messenger, allow my prophetess lips to deliver God's most aesthetic and evocative language. Let me carry out his task, guide you through the minds of your innermost doubts with my spoken word. When you feel blinded, I'll show you how to feel for love diamonds without your limbs being unholy sacrifices. Let my poems fend off the demons that have been put into your path, sent to rob you of your soul, rape you of your joy, feed you that forbidden fruit. Archangel Michael, I'll verbally slaughter anyone who challenges your faith. Poetic and spiritual warfare are synonymous to me. Make 300 look like men in tutus. Don't prance around your destiny. I'm here to remind you of that. Help you pirouette into redemption. Find the melody composed by God's conscience from the harp of life. If you ever want to find me, look up towards the heavens with your third eye. I'll be there, nestled between the creases of God's thumbs, or at your nearest performance, for I am poet. Hear me speak. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and you're well. I'm so grateful to be here. As you guys know, my name is Sydelia, and we are going to get the show on the road and jump right in. I'm incredibly grateful to be here with you guys on this night. Something can only be found once it is lost. And like belongings, what's lost can always be found. We need to accept when we lose our brain. We invite fear and failure when it comes knocking on the door, stepping out of our comfort zone once more, only to be greeted by repeated, excessive pain. No order, which leads to disorder. Scarecrows have no mind to make up, no decision-making to tend to. They leave their brain in a lost and found and choose never to retrieve it. Home is where the mind finds peace. Along that yellow brick road, you can retrieve what's been lost. Don't spend another night counting sheep insomnia, though voices creep in as if you owe them something. Mafia. I have come to understand when lost and alone, say it to yourself, there's no place like home. Here it comes. That tin man stepping down your yellow brick road, trying hard to keep you from going home. Don't listen to his instruction. Ask for direction to allow for introspection. Change your ways. Have you ever met a tin man? Sweetie, he lives to cry and cries to live. Misery loves company. And what about when lightning strikes? You don't think you'll get struck standing next to Heartless? You've been through enough. You've perpetually traveled the cardiovascular system of your guilt and regret, collecting those memories in the atrium of your psyche. Of course you feel too weak to support your being. Pumping faith and strength into the lungs of others can help with your breathing, kindness and compassion, a natural homeostasis of the mind. I have come to understand when lost and alone, say it to your heart and you'll grow strong. There's no place like home. We're in a spiritual warfare, daily trying to win a fight. And when we lack courage, we lose the nerve to live like neuropathy. Attacks that hover over us like shadows become the snakes that rattle. Wicked witch of depression, wicked witch of anxiety, blocking the path of light. Somewhere over the rainbow is a home that we all know. Click your heels 3 times and you'll see. Brain, heart, and courage, and you'll see. You can find your way down that yellow brick road. Patience is critical, like uncertain prognoses. You can stabilize your vitals, know it in your nerve, brain, heart, and courage. I have come to understand when lost and alone, roar it out loud. There's no, say it with me. There's no, say it with me. There's no place like home. How'd you guys feel about that? Oh, can we get some snaps in here, some virtual snaps, claps? What y'all got going on over there in the live? I need to hear some love. Amazing. Before I get into this next piece, now we're gonna get a little sappy, a little emotional. This next piece is called Mosaic. Ask yourself this question when you fall in love, okay guys? Am I in love with the art or the artist? I'm gonna let y'all ponder on that for a minute, okay? Very good. Your words mean holy scriptures to me. You speak as if 100 butterflies sit on the tip of your tongue, killing my eardrum softly with your words. As they work their way to my stomach, a sweet, unintentional serenade, a soft, poetic death. Your tongue chisels inspiration into my stone skin, painted vivid, articulate pictures in the back of eyelids. Now, the only question is, am I in love with the art or the artist? Regardless, you have me wrapped around your finger, and it wears me well. You're the metaphor I've spent years trying to comprehend in the previous life. It's like you're a simile I wish I could be compared to now. I don't know if I want to get in between you or your syntax. I feel your heart thump at the end of every line break. And I can't help but to imagine how sweet my name would sound rolling off the tip of your tongue, how gently those butterflies would carry it from your throat to mine, and in the scheme of things, I want to find my place in your internal, eternal rhyme. May my pulse be your instrumental, baby. Teach me how to conceive brief images of God like you do. Because when I listen to your 24-karat cardiovascular system, I can't help but to melt, in the hopes of being reforged next time around as your silver armor. So, maybe if we both just dropped our hearts, we can watch the pieces come together to make healed mosaic. Woo, it feels so weird, honey. I'm gonna woo myself. Woo. That one took me somewhere, honey. That was intense. Has anyone ever felt like you weren't being nurtured appropriately or properly? This can be in a familial relationship, in a romantic relationship, that person just doesn't really know exactly quite what to do with you. That may be because you're a wildflower. You might be a wildflower. I'm a wildflower. I'm a wild flower, wildly bloomed, not intentionally seeded or planted. Nevertheless, I grew in your garden, picked me, knowing you had no room in your vase, cut my stems at the wrong angle, placed me in murky water, couldn't thrive. Wish I had thorns to prove my worth, but I am not a rose. Withered, before you put me where I thought I belonged, right on your table, admirably. But I guess not all gardeners have a great thumb. Thought I was done feeling like this. Dreaded like whippings, I hoped it would never come back. Now new lash marks appear, heart seared. Wish they had cocoa butter for wounded pride. I told you I was psychic. No takeoff. Ending before starting, I foresaw turbulence. Proceeded to runway anyway, hoping for a change in the forecast. Due to cloudy eyes, this flight has now been canceled. There will be high chances of rain, and the flowers may not survive. No dear John letter. Let emotions roll off tractor John Deere, plowing innocent flower fields, no longer the lover's playground. I thought that I was more than just an agricultural task. I'm a wildflower. I'm a wild flower. Thought you'd water me right, knowing I was ripe, pull me out of the ground gently, admirably, sit me right on your table. I thought gardeners are supposed to know what's in season. All right, we're done getting in our feelings. I love it. Thank you guys so much for having me. I don't want to leave you guys. I don't want to go, but that's the end of my set. Please make sure to follow me at Sydellia Ndiaye on Instagram, SYDELLIA Also subscribe to my YouTube. I have a new track that just released called, besides Wildflower, which is a single, but an Afro House track actually, where we're actually in top 100 now, signed by a major record label in Germany, and we are just one day release and we're already in the top 100. So you guys check that out. Good evening, thank you. À très vite.